footytips.com.au TV.
G'day everyone, welcome to footytips.com.au TV. Round 11 of the NRL. My name's Jimmy Smith. I'm here with Lana Taylor. G'day Lana.
Hi Jimmy.
Lana of the Channel 9 Sunday Footy Show and of course wife of Rabbitohs coach Jason Taylor. We're going to help you become, I'm going to help you become the office tipping hero.
Or, Jimmy, footy tipping goddess.
Okay, good luck with that one. Let's clear up. Last week, how'd you go?
Good, almost got a perfect round, missed by one.
Yeah, same. Missed by one. Different games though. Very interesting. Let's go to the interesting games on the weekend. The first one, it's the Bulldogs up against the Cowboys. It's at Suncorp Stadium, and I don't really understand that.
Yeah, I know. Bulldogs taking it up there, obviously, to get some better gate takings. But, you know, the 2 points are the most important thing, and the Cowboys will get some good support there. Jonathan Thurston's on fire.
He's back.
Willie Mason's in doubt after Origin, so I'm tipping the Cowboys.
The coach comes back for the Cowboys as well. Mark O'Mealy offsets the loss, potentially, of Willie Mason. But I think the Cowboys up there are going to get the cash. So Cowboys for mine. The next game on Friday is down in Canberra. It'll be a bit chilly on a Friday night. It's the Raiders up against the Dragons. How do we see the Dragons form?
Well, I mean, they always look best on paper, but their form has just been a little bit all over the place. Yeah, they got a win, but I'm not confident with that. And being down at Canberra for a night game, like you said, it's chilly.
Yes.
I think that always helps the Raiders, even with no Todd Carney.
Yeah, well, we're not sure how long Todd will be out of action, which is a very big disappointment for the club. Make sure if you're going out to the game, take your jacket, because it's going to get a little bit chilly down there. It might be chilly for the Dragons too. I'm going to tip the Raiders in that game. Big game on 5:30 on Saturday. It's the Seagulls up against the Storm. Their two sides have only lost once this year. It's going to be a cracker of a game.
I can't wait. And, you know, quite a few players backing up from Origin.
Yeah.
Although for the Storm, no Kafusi after Origin. I think with them backing up so many players and the Seagulls at Brookvale, that's what's really turned it for me. I think the Seagulls will just get the Storm.
Well, I am going to take the complete opposite opinion on that one. I think they were excellent last week against the Roosters. They showed how much depth they have in the squad, the Storm. And the Seagulls, I know they won and they're being tradesmen-like all year, but they played on Monday, and I think that's going to go against them.
It's a bit of a hoodoo, this play on Monday. They're going to lose. I mean, come on, Jimmy.
Whichever way you look at it, I'm tipping the Storm.
All
so
right.
That's the way I'm going. The other game on, there's two games. There's Sharks and the Roosters, and there's a bit of feeling in this one down at Toyota Park.
That's right. The two coaches, Ricky Stewart, Chris Anderson.
Yeah.
Chris Anderson hasn't named a lot of the Origin players.
They'll play.
Yeah, okay. Even if they do play, I think the Sharks are just going really well.
Greg Bird and Paul Gallen. Paul Gallen especially, I think, has been in outstanding form. I think they are a big chance to be called up for Origin too. As a result of that, on the back of their great go forward, I think Ricky Stewart and the Sharks will have a win down there at Toyota Park. The other game on Saturday night, it's the Titans up against the Rabbitohs up there at Carrara. And let me guess, Lana, you're going to tip the Rabbitohs.
Jimmy, good tip. Yes, I am going to tip the Rabbitohs. Listen, both teams have not been in great form.
That's correct.
Happy to admit that. But the Rabbitohs have quite a good away record. And, you know, it's also good to see Reece Simmons rewarded for all of his tough playing efforts.
What about David Peachey being rested?
Yeah, well, he is 33 years old. You know, he had some great form earlier in the year, and every now and then needs to be rested, and Reece Simmons gets a crack at fullback. I think it'll be great.
One thing for the Titans, Luke Bailey is back, who of course missed the game against the Dragons. Scotty Prince's kicking game, still excellent. I think on the back of that, they're going to pepper Reece Simmons at the back. I think there'll be a lot of kicks raining down. Yeah, okay. Speaking, Reece's spokesperson, Lana, has said bring it on. I think, look, I've very close run thing, but I'm going to go for the Titans.
Oh, good. That gives me confidence. I'm glad.
On Sunday, it's the Broncos up against the Knights. This one also at Suncorp Stadium. And by the looks of things, there'll be no Kurt Gidley for the Knights.
Yeah, and before the Origin game was played, I was going to tip the Knights, thinking that the Broncos might have a State of Origin hangover. But when I saw Gidley's going to be out, I've switched my tip to the Broncos.
Very wise, I feel, Lana. I think whenever Queensland win Origin, it suits the Broncos down to the ground. It might be the thing that needs to kickstart their season. They'll probably be without Tony Carroll, but Kurt Gidley out of the Knights is a massive, massive loss. So as a result of that, I'm going to go for the Broncos up there at Suncorp. The Panthers and the Tigers, this is an interesting one out at CUA Stadium. And Lana, no players backing up from Origin. No,
and I think the Tigers are in good form. I didn't tip them last week. To my detriment, I'll tip them this week.
Okay. Yeah, big forwards up against little forwards. The Tigers are in good form and they're moving the ball around the paddock nicely. Tim Sheens does a wonderful job with that side. I think the Tigers can get the cash in that one. The Monday night game, you can hear it on Triple M 104.9 in Sydney. It is the Eels up against the Warriors out there at Parramatta Stadium. And I think what's happened to the Warriors? The wheels have fallen off.
I know, and I thought with Wade McKinnon coming back, he might be
Yeah.
the answer, but not quite. I mean, they only just went down to the Tigers, so steady with the wheels falling off.
Okay.
But they're still up against the Eels, who did well last week, and yes, they've got Nathan Hindmarsh backing up from Origin and Jared Hayne, but they'll be absolutely fine with that.
Big signings too. Tim Smith for another couple of years.
right.
Felitti Mateo, who this guy is outstanding talent. The chip kick over the top twice in the game last week against the Cowboys. Now, I don't think Michael Hagan would have had that in his game plan, but certainly
wish
didn't
he
worry.
did.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly didn't worry Felitti. And they're playing at home, which of course is a positive for them. The Warriors, I think they're going to struggle in that one. I'm a fan of Grant Ravelli, and I think Ivan Cleary should think about using him again. So there you go, Ivan. I'm telling you how to coach your side.
Okay, let's see what Ivan does with that.
Okay. For Eels for mine.
Eels
in that one.
for mine.
Okay, let's just clear up then our 8 tips for the weekend. Lana, your 8 tips?
Yes, the Cowboys, Raiders, Sea Eagles, Sharks, Rabbitohs, Broncos, Tigers, and Eels.
And for mine, it's the Cowboys, the Raiders, the Storm, the Sharks, the Titans, the Broncos, the Tigers, and the Eels. So 2 different ones there. So Lana, it's probably I'll catch you by 2.
Yeah,
Let me
good
know.
luck.
You always have a tip for everyone, Lana, at the end of this
I
little
do.
segment, which I love. And what is it today?
Okay, today, Jimmy, it's take time to think, but when the time for action arrives, just go for it.
Right, well, I'll go for it now. That's an excellent one. Mine is from Voltaire. Doubt is not a pleasant condition, but certainty is absurd. So,
Absurd?
Absurd.
I think it's absurd. Absurd.
Well, that's absurd.
Yeah.
You think it's that.
Whatever.
Until next week. See you
ya.
later. Thank you very much. That's absurd.
Footytips.com.au TV.